Picture Hermann Simon standing in a bustling farmer's market in rural Germany decades ago. He's watching vendors shouting prices, faces tense, eyes darting. Suddenly, he spots a stall where a subtle price shift sends customers rushing in and competitors scrambling. That moment sparked a lifelong quest to understand why prices aren't just numbers but powerful stories that shape every market and decision. What made that tiny price tweak so explosive isn't what you'd expect, and it's the secret behind almost everything you buy. Simon's first painful lessons revealed a brutal truth. Prices aren't just tags, they're the beating heart of business. Here, why price controls everything you don't notice. Back in the 1970s, Simon was at a German farmer's market where two vendors sold identical apples. One raised his price by 10%, and paradoxically, customers flocked to him, believing higher price meant better quality. His rival's sales tanked overnight. This painful lesson cracked Simon's mind open. Price wasn't just the number, it was a story, a promise, a signal. Imagine price as a secret language. Simon compares it to signals wildlife used to stake territory, clear, strong, understood by all. A price isn't just about covering costs, it says, this product is premium or this deal is bargain. Customers react not just to numbers but the message behind them, which shapes their choices like invisible threads. Over decades, Simon shows that prices ripple through markets like waves, creating or flattening demand, driving innovation, even sparking wars. A tweak in price strategy can create entirely new market segments or kill old ones overnight. The surprise: pricing isn't the side show in business, it's the main event orchestrating everything else. Prices aren't math, they're psychology in disguise. Simon reveals how our brains twist price cues into emotional magnets and mental traps. Here, why your feelings about price are trickier than you think. Simon shares a classic tale. A product priced at $4.99 sells far better than the same one at $5. This tiny 1 cent difference exploits the left digit effect. Our brains fixate on the first digit, ignoring the rest. It's why retailers love that 99-cent ending. That sneaky psychological quirk creates millions in extra revenue worldwide. He also explores the painful paradox of paying money. When you part with cash, your brain registers a sting, loss aversion, yet free wipes all caution away. In a famous example, a company gave away a pricey Febreze scent for free and saw sales explode, even though customers didn't initially like the product. Why? Because free rewires decisions, overwhelming logic. Then there's luxury pricing, where sometimes raising prices increases demand, not lowers it. Simon calls this the Veblen effect. Customers cherish exclusivity so much, a higher price makes the item more desirable. It flips classic economics on its head and explains why Gucci bags cost thousands but fly off the shelves. Prices decide winners and losers. Simon distills 4 decades of wisdom showing how smart pricing isn't just setting numbers, it's engineering profits and survival. Simon recounts a German electronics company struggling until it repositioned itself with a higher price tag, signaling superior quality. The gamble paid off, profits soared, and it pulled away from commoditized competitors. His lesson: setting your price too low can trap you in a death spiral. The right position makes customers click with your brand's value instantly. The devil's in the details with pricing differentiation. Simon uses the example of price tiers airlines use, from economy to first class, carefully extracting maximum willingness to pay without losing volume. Pricing is art and science combined. It's about slicing your market so smartly customers feel like winners no matter the ticket they buy. In Crises and Price Wars, Simon's advice flips the usual playbook. Instead of slashing prices to survive, companies that innovate pricing, like bundling, subscriptions, or value-based tiers, weather storms better. He tells how a wartime steel firm used creative price models to maintain profits, proving that price innovation is the ultimate lifeboat in chaos. Remember that farmer's market? The humble apple price told a whole story about quality, trust, and survival. Simon's journey from those noisy stalls to global boardrooms proves one thing: pricing isn't just numbers, it's the ultimate business weapon. Next time you set a price, think beyond costs, tell the right story. Try this, experiment with a tiny price shift, and watch how your customers rewrite their own stories about your product. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.